Chicken soup for the soul. Soup season's almost over. This is your sign. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, they're silicone, like Tupperware kind of things. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to make some soup for dinner. We're doing some chicken soup with chicken from the land, and I thought I would bring you guys along. We've made this before and it's really good. Super simple, and you've got leftovers for a couple of days. It's nice. So if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it with a friend. Rob's peeling the chicken off the bone here right now.
We just boiled some leg quarters that we had packaged out. Did that yesterday so they'd be ready, cooled, and easier to pull. So we're using 4 leg quarters, which is about the right amount for this recipe.
Yeah, he likes to wear gloves when he's doing that sort of stuff to keep his hands clean. Soup season's almost over, so this is your sign. That's the word I was looking for. This is your sign to make some soup. Before the winter's over, use this stuff up, get your bone broth in, because spring's right around the corner and I find myself not wanting any of this stuff for quite a few months. So we are currently freezing the bone broth into cubes just so it doesn't go bad, because we have found that as we eat a chicken every week, we don't always go through the bone broth, and it really sucks to have a spoiled batch of bone broth in the fridge that we gotta dump. So we have frozen them in these cubes. It's called super cubes, but I think we got a knockoff brand off of Amazon. Anyways, they're just like silicone. Are they silicone? Yeah, they're silicone, like Tupperware kind of things that you can pour liquid into and freeze. And they're specifically for soup, I think is kind of what they were designed for. But they're great for prepping meals or postpartum or for anything, really. But yeah, maybe take a little hint also to freeze some of your bone broth so you have it to pull out for that random night when you need a little snack, or you're making rice and you want to use some bone broth but you don't have any made. It's been a lifesaver. So we're getting the chicken going here, and we are going to be using my Christmas present. Rob got me this big blue pot, which maybe we'll write a book about someday. But I needed a stock pot to make soups in, and I had never really had one before, so he got a super nice La Crusette 4.5 quart. Is that what it is?
5 1/4.
5 1/4. It's like a weird shape, which is really great.
Black Friday deal.
Yeah, because it fits on our burner really nicely. But normally their pans are like wider and shorter, but this one's taller and skinnier. Less diameter.
Deeper.
Yeah. So anyways, we really liked it. It was a Black Friday deal that we actually, of course, saw together, but then he secretly went back and bought it for me. He did get blue.
Blue and red. We've used it a lot.
We have.
Right through soup season. I was going to say, you told them about super cubes, but we made bone broth yesterday, so we're using fresh today, actually.
Right.
But still, super cubes are a great way to save bone broth.
Alright, I thought I would grab these so you can see what they look like. There are 2 separate quarters in there for the cubes.
They each are 2 cups.
Yeah, they're about 2 cups each. I don't know what that brand is.
Super Cubes is the original name brand, but these are not. This is an Amazon brand. It says like Oddmo, but there's lots of different variations of them. Okay, my part's done. Soup ready to...
Anyways, Rob was just saying that he has canned chicken broth as well, which is really super nice to have it that way as well, to just be able to throw it in when you need something. So it's hard to get into those habits to make sure that you're preserving in different ways so that you always have it when you need it, but also so you're not wasting things in the fridge. So I'm gonna get the veggies chopped up here. It's really similar to the sausage. Did we do? Oh no, we haven't done the sausage soup yet. We showed you guys our venison in the cheesy hamburger soup, but this is a really great recipe off of the same website as the soup we did a couple weeks ago. So we'll share that with you guys and hope you enjoy it also. Oh boy. right, this one's a little bit different. So I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of butter to the stock pot with the onions and garlic and saute those first. A little bit too big. I've been making them smaller so that it looks big. Alright, that was 1 onion and 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. We are now chopping up, I did 4 carrots. It says 2 to 3, but we don't have 8 potatoes, so we only have about 5 or 6. So did an extra carrot. And we are going to let this cook for a moment, and then we're adding in some thickener. Quarter cup says tapioca starch. I believe we have arrowroot powder, so that's what we're going to use. Alright, it said 4 to 5 cups of the broth, and we don't have all the potatoes, so we're just going to do 4 cups. We're bringing this back to a boil, and then reducing it to a simmer and adding the potatoes and carrots. I don't think I will reduce the heat to a simmer. Once it comes back to a boil, I'm going to add the potatoes and carrots and let those come to a boil, probably for 10 minutes. Otherwise, the potatoes do not cook. So Rob convinced me to add some more potatoes that are not the same kind of potato, but not a big deal. Now we have more potatoes. It's boiling. I am adding the carrots and potatoes. Okay, we are bringing that back to a boil now. That is not what her recipe calls for, but I want to bring it back to a boil and let it sort of simmer / boil for 5 or 10 minutes. Then we'll move on. We are still boiling here. I keep turning it down because it's just so hot, but still boiling. I'm gonna go ahead and add the seasonings now. The potatoes and carrots aren't cooked yet, so I'm not gonna add everything, but at this point she says like add all the rest of the ingredients. So I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes, but then I'm gonna add the chicken. We don't have any kale or nettle. She adds that, it says optional, so we never add those. And the cream. And one thing I wanted to add was that I always peel the potatoes now. I used to think, oh, we need the nutrition from those peels, but I think that's actually where a lot of the oxalates in potatoes are. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. Anyways, I always peel it now because I feel like it takes away from the flavor of the soup, not like adds to it. I feel like it kind of overpowers the soup as a whole, and I don't like that. So peel your potatoes. A tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Two teaspoons of salt. still boiling like crazy. Alright, we've got lots of chicken here, which in the interest of saving dishes, I guess Rob peeled off the bone into a lid. Do you think I should measure that?
Nope.
And 2 cups of cream. That's where we're at.
Cups, 3 cups, 4 cups.
Gosh, so much.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Now to let it sit and blend into that delicious, delicious soup flavor that you want. Well, you really need to let it sit overnight for that, but we'll let it sit for another 15 or 20 minutes, and then I think we both are so hungry. It's been a long day. It has sat another about 20 minutes, kind of at a low boil, and it looks so rich and creamy. I'm excited to try it. My goodness, I love these hearty soups that are so creamy. I think that's carried us through this winter, and we have really enjoyed it. I love these couple of recipes, and that's why we're sharing them with you guys. We are going to dig in while our baby girl is still asleep. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
I did want to add that we're topping this soup with Parmesan cheese and some pepper, which was not in the recipe. Maybe she forgot that, but definitely something that we're adding to this delicious chicken soup for the soul. Oh, blossom.